Okay, so I wanted to make a video today, and I don't have my headset, so I have to use my roommate's computer, which I'm sure she'll be irritated with, but she'll forgive me. I hope. Some really cool things have been happening, some really cool things have been going on. We at the Marble Station, or I should say Miss Peg, the show director at the Marble Station, has given me a little bit of a wide berth, and we've decided to do a major production of Hairspray for a benefit. I'm actually looking into some organizations that the benefit can benefit. Sounds stupid, I know. There's been some things on here on YouTube lately about some stuff that has been going on. First, let me say to the one-eyed guy, which is Bam Bam Bilay's friend. I don't need any testosterone. I was born with more than enough. But thanks for the offer. Obviously, you must have like an absorbent amount to spare. I may sound like a bitch, but that's because I am. And no, I'm not going to snap my fingers and say I am, but I am a bitch. As my roommate would say, and. You know, it doesn't really matter that you call me a bitch. I kind of like that. Thank you. It's a great compliment. But on to bigger and more potent and more powerful things. It's time that we discuss or take a look at freedom of speech and the right to speak your mind as opposed to the right to speak hate. And I say that with an open heart and an open mind to what other people have to say. I'm a big proponent right now, and I will be from now until it's legalized, for gay rights and gay marriage. I will stand up for what I believe in. I will stand up for what I believe is right, and I will stand up for what I believe is true. And I have no problem if people on the opposition of my point of view want to do the same thing. I do have a problem when they decide that they're going to use hate to do that. Case in point, BIGTPRD. He is a gentleman on here by the name of Tom on YouTube. I've conversed with him before briefly about us homos, queers, lesbians. He had a couple other colorful phrases for us. But he preaches hate. He really talks about nothing but hate. Hate is the only thing that spews out of his mouth. And I don't think that YouTube should be a place where hate is spewed. If you want to bring your viewpoints across, Tom, and you want to talk to us in an adultly manner, being as how you're a century older than I am, you know, I would, without a doubt, be more than happy to debate any issue with you in an adult manner, in an adult setting, in a mature setting. Minus the degradation that you use, the name calling, the epitaphs that you use, the homo, queer, you know, we're gay Americans, period. We're not homo, queer, lesbian, dyke, fag, whatever you presume to call us. I would much rather do this as an adult. I would much rather do it in an adult-like setting, and I would much rather do it as a human being, rather than sit here and argue with a man who doesn't understand the finer points of diplomacy. You don't win with hate speech. Okay? You don't win with speaking negative or speaking evil. You win when you bring your point across in such an educational way that people go, wow, that man's smart, he's intelligent, he brings a good argument to the table, and he articulates that argument in such a way that makes me want to believe his side of the story. But don't come at me, Tom, with queer, homo, gay, and expect me to listen to you with one iota of care about whatever else comes out of the lips that are placed on your forehead. Yeah, they're up here, not down here. Because you think you're talking from your mind, but that's okay. Because what comes from here on you is nothing but bullshit. And yes, I cussed. Thought I was going to go through the video without cussing, but I did. It's BS, man. It's absolute BS. I have never once, while arguing my case, except at Bam Bam Billet, and it's only because he talked first, have I ever stooped to the level of another person and talked bad about the opposition, talked negatively about the opposition, talked in distaste to the opposition. I have no problems with people thinking that homosexuality is a sin, that I'm going to hell, that I don't deserve any rights. That's your opinion. And that is your belief. And it is your right in this country. It is the right that my father fought for, that my grandfather fought for, that my great-grandfather fought for you to have that right. So please, by all means, dislike me, think I'm evil, think I'm going to hell, think I'm going to... I live in sin, call me a sodomite, call me whatever you want. A homo, a queer, a gay, whatever. But do it in a way that doesn't make you look like a fool, Tom. Please. Okay? There are better ways to get your point across than to talk smack like you talk smack. Okay? Because we could come on here and say, oh look, it's Tom, the wedding DJ. Look at that old decrepit troll who has nothing better to do than to sit in front of a fucking microphone that's bigger than any dick we've ever seen on this planet. Sticking in his mouth, might I add. And you do have to admit that your microphone has a very phallic nature. In case you don't know what the word phallic means, phallic is in reference to the shape, size, and candor of a penis. Just thought I'd educate you there. And spews bullshit. But we don't say that, do we? I haven't. Except for in that example. Because I believe and view you as a human being. And I want you to speak to me. And I want to speak to you, as the golden rule would say, as I want you to speak to me. So Tom, do us all a favor. Look in the mirror this morning and ask yourself if you could possibly maybe be human for just a day. You never know. It might actually work. Just a thought. Give it a try. On other things, because I don't want to spend my whole 10 minutes on Tomboy. I got a job. Yeah, I'm working again. Get it. Oh, if Chris sees that video, she's going to think I'm going to break her candlestick. I better put it down. I'm working again. And happy-go-lucky am I, because I finally have something worthwhile to do than sit on my ass all day. Which, you know, hey, that's cool too. My bills are still paid, but, yeah. It was getting just a wee bit boring. And, I was having a bit of trouble. And it's just amazing, I think, in my personal humble opinion, how the world changes and how things are progressing. I am saddened by how far we're falling backwards in the civil rights fight for equality. But I am also enlightened, excited, and ecstatic that people like my friend Johnny and his family exist, that people like me exist, that people like my roommate Chris exist, that people around this world exist that understand that our lifestyle is no danger to the heterosexual community. We don't want to destroy you. We don't want to bring you down. If anything, we want to lift you up. That's all.